And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
He was brought down by Troy Reeder. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
But it is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back?
And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line line of scrimmage. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost him a ball game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll come up second and 7. Purdy now to throw. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Checks this one down to Robinson.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
From the 41, here's second and 4. Here's Chandler on second down. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we got a Vikings slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That's down the field for Jefferson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Their catch complete at the 12-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The short throw to Musgrave. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Play action this time with Love. This one swung out here to Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throwing. Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they... Long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Purdy from the gun. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, oh, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 46 yards rushing for him now, and what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. pressing on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On first down, it's Purdy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him in the runs for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Purdy. That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Purdy. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's a big force of completion there to bring up 3rd and 1. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
27 yards there, a first down.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go Madison up the middle. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Vikings first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Second and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of battling him up defensively. And now brings up 3rd down.
They're certainly not letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Kenny Clark, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To pass, here's Jordan Love. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Robinson up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable.
this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quay Walker. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Carlson for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And his throw here is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Purdy's throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they're going to speed things up here.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Completes this to Addison out left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2. Purdy sets up to throw again. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone. And that's one that'll launch him. And now it brings up 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, you many potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On third down, it's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Alexander Madison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 3rd down, Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return.
And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Purdy will throw for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will. As that play backfires in a big way. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle, Jones. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Let's make it offense. Keep pushing the rock down. 17. Ready.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. Pulled in at the 24. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Purdy. That's out wide here for Robinson.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw is Purdy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. This is caught by Addison. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Here's Purdy to throw.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
One last shot now for Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess